Now, you may have heard that there is an opioid epidemic sweeping across the US.
The nation's deadly opioid epidemic is so bad that it's dragging down our average life expectancy.
This map shows the U.S. death rate from drug overdose in 1999. By 2015, the map looked like this. Most of these deaths were opioid-related.
In a land of grizzly bears, guns and the quadruple bypass burger, who would have thought the Widowmaker would be medicine? And when something makes it big in America, it's not long before Australia follows suit.
Doctors are warning we're on the brink of a prescription painkiller epidemic, similar to that seen in the United States.
750,000 Australians are currently addicted or dependent on opioids.
Over an 11-month period, one country doctor wrote more than 68,000 opioid doses, equivalent to 35 standard doses per consultation.
68,000 doses. I know the country can be quiet, but come on, get a dirt bike. Prescription drugs may not seem as scary as drugs like heroin, but perhaps they should.
Easily accessible painkillers and prescription pills are claiming more lives than heroin.
At least 800 Australians are dying every year from overdoses of such common painkillers as endone, fentanyl and OxyContin. Of all the accidental opioid deaths in this country, 70% were the result of drugs prescribed by doctors.
Doctor drugs are killing more people than dealer drugs. And that's why I get all my prescriptions filled by my mate, Razorface. Doctors used to be wary of prescribing opioids for chronic pain because they're so addictive. But that caution went out the window when a new drug came on the scene.
The pharmaceutical industry, which was eager to boost sales of its new class of painkillers like OxyContin, told doctors that these new drugs could be used without fear of their patients becoming addicted. The industry even put out testimonial videos like this one from Purdue Pharma in 2000.
We doctors were wrong in thinking that opioids can't be used long term. They can be and they should be.
Yeah, and what doctor could resist that kind of charisma, huh? He has the magnetic star power of Prince before he died from a prescription overdose. But it turns out that this doctor was wrong. Those great new non-addictive pills were very addictive, and the drug company knew about it.
Purdue Pharma allegedly knew about significant abuse of OxyContin in the first years after the drug was introduced in 1996. The company appeared to conceal the information and promoted the painkiller as less addictive.
Purdue knew OxyContin was addictive within a year, but they kept telling doctors the opposite. It's the most misleading ad campaign since we were told that Vegemite-flavoured chocolate was too good to be true. It was true, and it was definitely not good. Now, if you're wondering if these guys learnt their lesson, the answer is kinda. Because just this week we found out that the man who made billions of dollars selling OxyContin has a new drug to treat people addicted to it. I mean, you can't cause a problem and sell the solution. That's like finding out that Godzilla has a building repair business. In Australia, doctors aren't allowed to appear in ads for drugs, but Mundy Pharma, the company that sells OxyContin here, still has ways to get its message across. From 2011 to 2015, Mundy Pharma spent more than $2 million wining and dining Australian health workers in so-called education sessions on pain. But why would doctors even listen to Big Pharma?
We have a system that is set up where it is cheaper and quicker and easier for me to write a script for opioids than it is to support my patients to go to hydrotherapy, physiotherapy, exercise physiologists. It's a broken system that drives the prescribing.
And why go to the trouble of fixing a broken system when you can just prescribe opioids and hope the system is too high to notice? Opioid addiction in this country isn't on the scale being suffered in America yet, but we are sleepwalking into a disaster. And to stop it, I'm asking doctors to listen to someone I trust more than the pharmaceutical companies.
You doctors were wrong in thinking that opioids can be used long-term. They can't be and shouldn't be. I'm not a doctor. I made that myself in certificate making class, and that's the certificate I got when I graduated from certificate making class. But it doesn't take a doctor to know that overprescribing opiates has ruined countless lives. And I know I've shifted a lot of opiates and ruined a lot of lives. So say no to powerful drug companies, and if they give you a hard time, send them to me. I've got a lot of experience when it comes to chronic pain.